Alright, so here we have solving equations using quadratic methods. So these are going to be things that we're going to be able to manipulate into the format ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And then we're going to be able to use any of the methods that we learned: factoring, square root, property, completing the square, or quadratic formula. I will tell you that this is the hardest one. And then probably factoring and quadratic formula are the easier ones. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with example number 1. It says solve x minus the square root of x minus 6 equals 0. So remember, we're trying to manipulate it into this format. And one of the tricks here is if we take this exponent and we multiply it by 2, we're going to get 2. We're going to try to do that same thing over here. So I'm going to rewrite this: x minus x to the 1/2 minus 6 equals 0. So notice square root of x is equal to x to the 1/2, and that is from using our chapter 7 rules. So again, going back to the manipulating, remember when I looked at this original equation, if I multiply the exponent in the middle by 2, I should get the exponent in the front. So let's go ahead and look at that. So exponent is 1/2, so I'll write it over here on the side. If I multiply it by 2, okay, I could write this over 1, could cross cancel, and I get 1. Yep, and it's 1 over here. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take this that you just wrote out, and this is the tricky part. So you're going to write x to the 1/2, because that's the first number here, and then you're going to raise it to that second number. So that would just be the squared. You're always going to square it, and then you're just going to write the rest of the equation out. So now if you notice, it's in that format. Look, it's something squared minus that same something minus 6. So we could actually say, let's say u, or any letter you want, is equal to x to the 1/2. So u squared minus u minus 6, we're substituting there. So wherever you see an x to the 1/2, you're replacing it with u. Okay, now I'm going to try to factor this or use quadratic equation. I always try to factor if I can. So what two numbers multiply out to -6 and add up to -1, -3, and 2? Yep, that works. So u minus 3, u plus 2 equals 0. So u equals, and then set both of them equal to 0. So u minus 3 equals 0. U plus 2 equals 0. Add 3, add 3. U equals -2. So here are my two values. But remember, what was u equal to? Yeah, it was equal to 1/2. So I have to replace it. And I have to replace it in both equations. Alright, so now what you're going to do is, remember, x to the 1/2 is equal to the square root of x. So how do I get rid of a square? I have to square it. And so x is equal to 9 here, because the square and the square root will cancel out. And x is equal to 4 here. Okay, and then we should check our answers. So let's check x equals 9 first. 9 minus the square root of 9 minus 6 equals 0. So that's going to be 9 minus 3 minus 6 equals 0. Yep, that one works. And then let's check x equals 4. 4 minus the square root of 4 minus 6 equals 0. So 4 minus 2 minus 6 equals 0. So this is going to be 2 minus 6 equals 0. Minus 4 equals 0. So that one does not work. So this one is extraneous. And x equals 9 is the only one that works. Alright, so this one was a tougher problem. I'm going to show you a tad bit easier one. So here we have solve p to the 4 minus 3p squared minus 4. So I'm just going to write out the general formula again. And remember, the idea is if I take the middle exponent and I multiply it by 2, I should get the exponent over here, 4. So yes, that does work. So I can use this method. And then remember, I'm going to rewrite it using this right here. So I'm just going to rewrite that so you could see it more clearly. It was 2 times 2 equals 4. Okay, so that first digit, you're going to take p and raise it to that first digit. And then you're going to raise that whole thing to the second one, which is always the 2. And then minus 3p squared minus 4 equals 0. So rewrite the rest of your equation. And then you set u equal to whatever's in your parentheses. So u is equal to p squared. And notice it's right here. And then it's right there. So u squared minus 3u minus 4 equals 0. You could either try to factor that or use quadratic equation. Again, I always like to try to factor first. So negative 4 and 1. Yep, that works. So u minus 4 times u plus 1 equals 0. So add 4, minus 1, so u equals 4, u equals negative 1. Remember, u is equal to p squared, so you're going to have to replace it. Some kids think that this is where you end, but remember, what variable did we start off with? P, so you have to end up with p equals. Alright, so then p squared is equal to 4, and p squared is equal to negative 1. So we could square root both sides. Alright, so you get p equals plus or minus 2, because you have to take, whenever you take the square root of an equation, it's plus or minus. And then p equals plus or minus, we can't take the square root of a negative number yet. So we're just going to say no real solution here. Alright, and then you're going to check. So because our original equation only has positive exponents, if I check positive 2, it's going to give me the same answer for negative 2. So we're just going to go ahead and check positive 2. Alright, so 2 to the 4 is 16, minus 12, minus 4 equals 0. And yep, you get 0 equals 0, so both of these work. Alright, so that's it.